Find a really comfortable seat. Like you might take a blanket or a bolster underneath your bum. You can cross your legs or sit back on your heels. And the breath work that we're starting with today is called alternate nostril breathing. So if you have, like, take a breath in through your nose, and if you have any sniffles, you can get a Kleenex and just blow your nose quick while I tutorial what this is. So in a moment, you'll take your peace fingers over your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. I'll come closer to demo. And then your thumb will rest against your right nostril, and those other two fingers graze over your left nostril. And with your hand set up like this, just take a breath in through both nostrils and out through both nostrils. Then you'll plug your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through your left nostril. Plug both nostrils so you're holding your breath, and exhale through your right nostril. Then we reverse it. So inhale through your right nostril, plug your nose, exhale through your left nostril. Inhale left, plug your nose, exhale right. Inhale right, plug your nose, exhale left. Inhale left, plug your nose, exhale right. Keep going, same cadence. Maybe you can speed it up, lengthening or shortening your breath. But just take one more minute here to balance out the right side and the left side of your body. So your yang energy, your summer energy, and your yin energy, your fall energy. One more minute on your own. The next time you breathe out through your right nostril, just take your hands down onto your thighs and keep your eyes closed. Start to breathe in and out through both nostrils, hopefully with a little more clarity, a little more balance and ease than just 2 minutes ago. Really simple movement here. Blink open your eyes, turn your head over towards the left. Move your head back through center and just turn your head towards the right. Keep it slow. You're looking left, looking back behind you at the summer and all the fun. And then turning your head in the other direction, looking forward to some structure and stability that comes with fall. Back through center, tuck your chin down in towards your chest. Feel the back of your neck. Untangle, take a big breath in. And exhale, roll one ear over towards its shoulder. Take your head all the way back. A full head circle here. Right on over to the other side. And when you come back through center with your chin, try that in the other direction. Rolling the opposite ear, catching its shoulder. Take your head all the way back. And come back to where we started. Good. Take your hands beside you. Inhale, scoop both arms up. Look up. Exhale, plant your palms together right at heart center, and when they get there, interlace your fingers, push your palms down, round into your upper back. Inhale, stretch your arms forward, come out of that spinal flexion. So now your spine is extended, reach up. Good, lean over to one side, either side is fine. Pull back through center and lean over to the other side. Good, we'll do that same sequence again. Place your palms together, down through your heart, and take your arms alongside your body. Just waking up. Inhale, scoop both arms up. Exhale, lower your hands through your heart. Interlace your hands at heart center. Push down, tuck your chin in, round into your upper back, and then stretch your arms forward. Stay bound, reach up. Lean over to one side, but stay for full breath in and out. Pull up through center, lean over to the other side. Full breath in and out. Good. Drive back through center. Turn your palms together, lower your hands down to your heart center. Take your hands to the back of your head, elbows pointing out to either side. Round into your spine and just start to move. So less instructed, more intuitive here, but it might feel like you're creating a little blender motion with your head and your elbows. This is designed to release some upper thoracic tension. Take that movement in the other direction. Good, and then lean your head back into your hands like you're a proud professor. Take a big breath in and exhale. Arms come down. Left hand stays on the mat. Scoop your right arm up and over. A big, big reach over to the side. Reach, 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 and then pick it up and take it over to the other direction. Feel both sit bones pushing into the floor so your whole side body gets a nice deep stretch. Good. Arms come up, both arms reaching up overhead. Rotate your torso towards the left. Take your right hand on your left thigh and start to peer back behind you. Think about rotating your spine from the top down. Take a breath in. Exhale, come through center, but bring both arms right back up. And rotate in the other direction. Catch a full wave of breath here. Stay for your exhale. Delicious. Bring it back through center, arms come up. And then bend right at your elbows, make fists with your hands, and just drop your fists down, rock them side to side. And just these few minutes of upper body mobility can feel so good before we come into a little more work. So come on down to all fours. You can take a blanket under your knees if you'd like. And start with those cat-cow movements. Loop your shoulders back, lift your heart and chest up, look up, round into your upper back, puff between your shoulder blades and look in. 2 more like that, and then we'll add on. Last one. Amazing. Come through center. Walk your hands a footprint forward so they're beyond your shoulders. Take your knees a little bit wider. Drop your belly down. Loop your shoulders back. Lift your gaze up. That's your inhale. Puff into your shoulder blades. Stay puffed and push your hips down to your heels. You're just teasing out a child's pose before you slither forward with spine extended, belly drooping into your cow shape again. Transfer to cat. Round your upper back. Push the floor away. Your head is heavy. Hips melting to your heels. And then you ease back through your cow pose. One more time, big puffiness in your upper back. Slouch down to your child's and curl all the way back up onto all fours. Take your spine to neutral and replace your hands right beneath your shoulders. Bring your right knee up and start to create circles with your right kneecap, like you're stirring a big stew. We've entered soup and stew and chicken roast season. Turn your knee around in the other direction. Beautiful, beautiful work for your hips. Take that right leg, reach it all the way back. Pull your belly in and stay here with your hands on the floor. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Anchor through your right hand. Exhale, lift your left arm up. Left arm and right leg. Good. We're simply holding this shape today. Keep your belly in, lift the heel a bit higher. Hand comes a bit higher. Take one more breath. Exhale, drop your hands, drop your knees. Flex your feet. So you're on the balls of your feet. Sink your hips back to your heels. Get off your wrists and stand up on your knees. Reach your arms up. Look up. Exhale. Your hips come down towards your heels. Arms float back behind you. And then inhale, press your pelvis forward. Straighten your arms right up overhead. Exhale, lower back down. Feels like a morning prayer. One more time. Take your hands back down onto the floor, reset, restabilize. Now just your left leg lifts up and stretches back behind you. Work on leveling out your hips, your belly suctioning in. Stay here for a full breath in and out. Inhale, pick up your right hand. So you're balancing. It's that same work that you did in alternate nostril breathing. Balancing between the two energies, two sides of your body. Your masculine and your feminine, your light and your dark, your sun and your moon. In yoga, it's your yin and your yang. Take one more breath in, lift both limbs a little higher. And then place your hands and your knees down on the floor. Flex your feet, sink your hips back. It's that same flow. Reach both arms up, look up, push your pelvis forward. Exhale, swing arms back and sit. Two more. Inhale, open up. See if you can find something that feels good in here. Exhale, come down. Last time, reach it all up and lower it down. Amazing. Hands come down to the floor. Take your left leg up. We'll do those hip circles now on the left side. So you're just stirring that imaginary September stew around 3 times with your left knee. Brilliant. Both knees down on the floor. Puff between your shoulder blades. Flex your feet. Pick your hips high. Here is downward facing dog. Bend into your right knee. Stretch out your left hamstring. Bend into your left knee and stretch out that right hamstring. Good. Could you bend into both knees so they hover just above the floor, but then change your mind and straighten your legs, drive your heels down. And try that again, bend into both knees so they hover, then straighten your legs and push your heels down. Lift your gaze forward, take your right foot and just step your right foot between your hands. Drop your left knee onto the floor. Use a blanket if your knee is tender. Spread your toes really wide on that right foot. And if you look back at your left leg, there's a big angle. So your hip is not above your knee, it's way in front of it. Reach your arms up. Good. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Take your hands to the back of your head. And then start to move your upper back. Gliding some fascia around in your thoracic spine. spine. Move in one direction, just like we did from standing, and then the other. Now lean your head back into your hands, elbows point up, gaze points up. Take a big breath in for that back bend. As you exhale, place your left hand onto the floor. Turn just your right arm up to the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, let your pelvis droop a little bit more. Either stay or bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, and maybe you catch your right foot. Take 5, whatever variation you're in, 4, open your heart to the sky, 3, 2, and 1. Now both hands come to the floor to frame your right foot. Lean your hips back to your heels and pick up your right toes. Straighten your right leg. Your right toes are facing the ceiling. Fold forward. Oh, can you feel that deep stretch through the whole back of your right leg? One more big breath in here. Exhale, creep your hands forward. Stabilize and step your right leg back beside your left leg. Flex your feet, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bend into your right knee, anchor your left heel. Switch sides, bend into your left knee, ankle your right heel. Bend into both knees, hover them just above the floor, straighten out both legs. Again, bend into both knees, hover, and straighten. Lift your gaze forward, step your left foot between your hands and drop your right knee, the top of your right foot, down onto the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lift your heart and chest up, take your arms up. Good. Hands come to the back of your skull, get strong and steady first. And if you feel balanced on the right and the left side, you get to explore this strange little movement with your head and your shoulders and your upper back. It can go one direction and then the other. Finally, lean back into your hands, lift your heart and chest, your gaze up. Take your right hand down to the inside of your left foot and stretch your left arm up. Either stay here, this is a really great place to be, or bend into your right knee, reach back, and with your left hand catch the foot, deepening the sensation in the front of your right thigh. Breathe in. And breathe out. 3 more breaths. Sink deep in the pelvis. 2. 1, let it go. Take your hands to frame your left foot, lean your hips back to your heels and pick up your left toes. That left leg is long and straight, enabling you to pour your torso over it. Pulse your toes back to your knees. Take another big breath in. Exhale. Step that left foot forward, walk your hands forward. Carefully step back. Cat, cow. Drop your belly down. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart and chest up. Round into your upper back. Come through center. Flex your feet. Pick your knees up. Pick your hips up. Downward facing dog. In this downward dog, your feet are rooting into the earth. Let your head be heavy. And push your chest back towards your thighs like you could make your spine even longer. Good. One more breath in here. And out. Look forward, step forward with your right foot, but keep your left knee lifted. Squeeze your inner thighs together and pull up into a high lunge. Take both hands, palms open, and push your hands forward. Draw your tailbone down, lift your heart and chest up, bend deeper into that front knee. Good. Take those arms all the way up. Turn your palms to face one another. Inhale. As you exhale, rotate towards the right. Open your arms wide, palms facing the right side of your yoga mat. Can you find balance between right and left side? Slowly, with strength in your legs, pull your arms back through center and try that one more time with even more stability. Open to the right, to the right, to the right. You got it. Brilliant. Bring your arms back up through center. Now turn your left toes towards the left and find warrior two. So your torso is pointing to the left. Bend into your right knee and look over your right middle fingers. Really fierce, fierce lower body here. Soft eyes and soft lips. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Bend your right elbow onto your right thigh. Stretch your left arm alongside your left ear. Push through the outside edge of your left foot. Reach through your left fingers and tack your left hip back. Take one more breath in. Exhale here. Inhale, pull your body all the way up, straighten your front leg. Exhale, with both legs straight, reach your right fingers forward, and then take your right fingers to your shin. Left arm stretches up. And maybe your Trikonasana looks a little different today. You might take your top arm, your left arm, bend at the elbow, and place that left arm alongside your lower back, even snuggling those left fingers into the right thigh. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Take your right hand down onto the floor on the inside of your right leg. With that left arm bent behind you, you might bend into your right elbow. And you can take pause and watch me for a sec. We'll give you time. You might bend into your right elbow, reach your right arm underneath your right leg, and find a bind. Kicking through your left leg, rolling your left shoulder, and even your gaze up. Breathing wherever you are for 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands to the floor, turn onto the ball of your left foot, and step back into a downward facing dog. Don't worry about what happened and didn't happen for you there. Just take 3 breaths here and let it all go. Thank you. Step your left foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your right foot. Scissor your inner thighs together. Pull your arms up. You're entering that high lunge. Turn your palms to face forward from the top. Reach your arms forward, palms out like stop signs. Push your shoulders forward and then retract them back. So this is a really small movement. Push your palms and your shoulders forward and retract them back. You got it. Bend deeper into your front knee. Take a breath in. Stay here. Exhale. Turn your palms to face one another. Inhale, both arms reach up. Hold that strength in your legs. Exhale, rotate to the left. It's the opposite way that's easy, the hard way. Amazing. Pull back through center, both arms reach up. And see if you can find that twist again, open to the left. Pull through center. Now turn on to the entire right foot, toes point towards the right. Open your arms wide. Here's warrior two. Look over your front middle finger, get deep in that front knee. Find your breath, like wholesome therapeutic breath. Bend into your left elbow, stretch your right arm alongside your right ear. Your whole right side body is waking up here. Push firmly through both feet. Lift everything back up. Straighten your front leg as you do this and reach your left fingers forward. Cascade those fingers down, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Push your pelvis forward. Maybe your gaze turns up, and if it does, take your thumb right above your nose. Your whole body's working for you here. One more breath in. Good, exhale. Push into your feet, rise all the way back up. Bend into your front knee again. Take your left hand down to the inside of your left foot. Bend your right arm and bring your right arm back behind you. So the back of your right arm is on your lumbar spine, on your lower back. And then get really, really compressed and smushy. And maybe take your left hand under your body. See if it can reach under you and catch your right hand. And if it can, roll your right ribs up and look up. And if it can't, just hang here. Take one more breath in. Amazing. Exhale, both hands come to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale here in down dog. Exhale. Finally, can you come forward in your down dog? Come forward to a high plank. Hold your high plank. Find strength. Make this feel really, really athletic. Stay with it. You have the capacity to do this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Gradually drop your knees, bend into your elbows, and lower your whole belly to your mat. Keep your palms alongside your chest. Loop your shoulders back. Find a back bend. Baby cobra serves well here. And then lower back down. And try that 2 more times. Wrap your shoulders back. Lift your heart and chest up and lower. How about for this third round, we interlace our hands behind our back, scrunch our shoulder blades in, pulse the pubis down, and lift up. Locust pose, stay and breathe. 5 breaths. Gently let it go. Drop your arms, drop your left cheek onto the floor. Just wiggle your bum here. You can absolutely stay here in this place of rest. You could do locust pose again. Or maybe you'll bend your knees, press your pelvis down, and reach back to connect your hands to your feet, pushing down to rise up. Upward bow pose. Think of this as a back bend and a quad stretch. Breathe. And release. Right cheek melts onto the floor. Stamp your hands beside your body. Push everything up and back. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. So you're coming towards the back of your mat. Take your peace and love fingers around your big toes. Straighten out your spine on an inhale. And exhale, fold down. Breathe here, thinking about these opposing forces. You're forcing your fingers down with your toes, drawing your kneecaps up, collapsing the top of your head. Inhale, straighten out your spine. Take your hands away from your big toes and now walk your entire hand underneath your right foot and your entire left hand underneath your left foot. Again, you might bend at your elbows, but you're just curling in, caving in here. 5 breaths. Free your hands from your feet. Tuck your chin into your chest. Slowly rise up. And when you get to standing, don't rush. Just roll your shoulders around and around. Maybe curl your head and neck around. And then make sure you have a little bit of space and flopsy mopsy move here. You're going to rock your hands from side to side. And if it feels cool to come up onto one foot and then the other, you can. Another thing that's not a yoga pose, it's just movement. Make your arms come up a little bit higher. And then pause, stand tall in mountain pose. Arms alongside your body, catch your breath, and just feel what it feels like to move energy through you. Keep your left foot rooted on the floor. Bend your right knee and place it either into your lower leg or up into your inner thigh. Take your hands to your heart center or maybe up overhead. Traditional tree pose, 5 breaths. There's a direct transition to dancer's pose from here. Simply bend into your right arm, release your right leg, and catch the inside of your right foot with your right hand. Kick your right leg back. Lift your heart and chest and stretch your left arm alongside your left ear. Every breath opens you up to grace. Gently release. Take one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Big breath comes in and out. Same dance on the other side. Ground your right foot. Place your left foot to your inner leg, maybe your lower leg. Palms start at your heart. They can travel skyward. Be here. Your transition begins with the left elbow bending, then the left knee unlatches, and now we find connection. Grab the inside of the left foot with your left hand, reach your right arm up, keep your heart and chest lifted. Is there any more space here? Maybe it comes from your breath or the physical pose itself. Maybe it's in your mind. Let it all go. Take mountain pose. Suck it all in through your nose and exhale. Separate your feet mat distance apart, toes point out, and just sit down into a squat, a nice low squat, Malasana. Take your right arm, it's on the inside of your right leg, reach it out long, and then kick your left arm up. Turn both palms to face behind you, maybe wrap your arms behind you and find a bind again. Or you stay in the first version. Detach your arms, come through center, left arm on the inside of your left leg. Open both arms wide, big breath in. Turn your palms behind you, maybe reach back and find a bind. release that pose. Use your hands to help ground your bum onto the floor and bring the soles of your feet together. Hug your heels nice and close into your bum. Take your peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale along spine. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe here. On your next inhale, lift everything back up. Draw your legs together and straighten both legs out in front of you, legs connected. Feet are flexed. Reach your arms up. The exhale takes you down. Staff pose, stretching the back line of your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold it all in. Really good. Come all the way back up, arms reaching. Take your hands down, bend into your right knee. Step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Right hand grounds behind you. It's almost like a staff that erects your spine nice and tall here. Take your left arm up. Rotate towards the right, curving from your back. You might add a gaze behind you. 3 breaths. Good. Come back through center. Take your hands on the floor behind you, fingers facing in. Bend your left knee. Keep that right foot flexed. It's an active thigh stretch and hip stretch today. So you're pressing down through your palms to lift your heart and chest. Drive your right knee away and feel that work in your psoas. Bend into your elbows to get out. Take that right leg forward and step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Walk your left hand behind you. There's a big rotation over to the left now. Breathe here. Back through center. Take your palms onto the floor. Bend your right knee. Flex that left foot. Here is your thread the needle. And with that, you can go ahead and release your whole body flat onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest and just check in. Maybe there's some additional movements or postures you need to feel really balanced and centered. You can take the next few breaths to explore those shapes, but if you feel pretty good, you might just take it into final Shavasana now. 2 minutes here just to be, enjoy. you'd like to stay a little longer, you can. Otherwise, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. And exhale, soften. Bend into both knees. And roll out over to either side before you pick yourself right up to sit. Take one hand on your heart and the other hand just over top of it. And set an intention for yourself here for this new season. Maybe something you want to achieve or let go of. Maybe it's just a feeling you'd like to feel.